For streaming this?
Yeah,
Nice.
just to record
For
it more
posterity.
than anything. Yeah, nobody
I really
watches,
appreciate
which is
that.
fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I like being able to go back.
Exactly.
Review the footage.
Roll back the tapes. Roll back the tapes.
Caught in 4K. Caught in 1080p.
Yes, it is 1080p.
Hello, friends, and welcome to a time of adventure, dice, and escaping the trials that the real world brings us. I'm here to make you feel things through imaginary characters and math rocks. All joking
Hell yeah.
aside, this is, first and foremost, a safe place. Here we will all bear some part of our souls for the others to see, so things may get raw from time to time. What matters is that we all know and are willing to pump the brakes when the situation calls for it, though hopefully it isn't necessary. This tale we're about to tell mainly dances along the lines of grim dark and the hero's journey. Adversaries may not be exactly as they seem, but not everything needs to end in a fight if you are resourceful. The world I bring you is cruel, but in the end, I care about the person on the other side of the screen more than the 20s and the ones on the screen. In addition, today we will be saying farewell for now to one of our good friends and saying hello to a new one. In the scene that follows, this is something that I spoke with to Emma in
Yes.
a little bit more extensively to another one of your characters. This is the way that they wanted to go out. I don't want you to feel helpless in this scenario, as this is what the character leaving us for now, and more importantly, their creator wants. I'm not a perfect DM. Such a thing does not exist. I will make mistakes as surely as you guys. If something doesn't seem right, we take a moment and we see how we can fix that wrong. I love you guys, and let's continue our adventure.
Woo!
Hey.
We love you too, Michael.
Aww.
We do.
Hell yeah.
And one more thing I am going to do is I'm going to ask us to suspend our disbelief, because the last time we left off here, we are arriving in the middle of the night. I'm going to be having you guys arriving the morning of that day.
Cool.
Okay.
Sweet.
So we're just going to, real quick, just press the rewind button. You guys are getting there. I'd say about, and by there I mean the city of Whitefall, around 10:30 to 11 in the morning. You have just returned off your successful completion of the dungeon up in Elkenfelt, and are now here to sort of meet Cleo, who's taking you halfway, because due to some information they received that some of the past couple of nights, you've spent about a week in the dungeon, but the past couple of nights have made the routes, the trade routes in Secretia a bit perilous. So she's offered to meet with you this evening and take you back to her estate in Mythorn the next morning. So you are arriving at the gates of Whitefall in the morning, and you probably have this last day as to sort of spend with Rusalka, who's determined the adventuring style, or the adventuring lifestyle, it really just isn't for her. Even if they are arcane constructs, she's not really been able to sort of get over her distaste for causing harm to other things.
Yeah.
And with that recap done, I am going to turn it over to the four of you, Yossi will be being piloted by Fab, who has entrusted the care of Yossi to her girlfriend, because, you know, they're gay.
First of all, how tired is Douglas Worm still?
Still
Um,
fucking tired.
I would
Full
say
exhaustion?
arriving that morning is the last tick of exhaustion you need. It was about
Gotcha.
a 3 or so day trek from Oakenfell to Whitefall.
So he's just old man on a cart ride tired.
Yeah, unusual tired.
Yeah.
Not concerning tired.
My other question is for Rusa.
Yes.
Have you informed us of your decision?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe we had like a little scene about it last session at the end.
hmm She felt bad about it, but would rather just not force herself to do something that she doesn't think she'll get better at because it's not a skill that like she wants to develop. So
Mhm.
then, you know,
What, you mean being okay with murder and violence doesn't want to develop
yeah,
that?
yeah, she doesn't want to.
Video games are turning me violent.
You mean she doesn't
she's
play
big
Call of
with
Duty
bacon
Modern
treats.
Warfare?
She does not. She doesn't. She plays Minecraft.
Oh man, okay, I get it. Sophia definitely gets that.
They got
way.
violence in there.
No, she plays on peaceful mode.
Yeah.
She doesn't kill the Ender Dragon. She gives it a pat on its head and puts it asleep.
He bakes a bread.
Yeah.
She bakes...
You can bake a bread.
You can bake a bread, yes.
You can make a whole cake.
True.
So then, Rusa, if you're not planning on continuing this, you're still in great danger. Are you planning on staying with Cleo, or?
Yes. I think that is the best move, and I assume out of character, this is something that we corresponded over the Cellstones about, kind of planning in
Absolutely.
advance.
And
Yeah.
you know, to be honest, when it comes to Salco, Clea is a complete pushover. It would have accepted it last minute anyways.
That's fair. The arrangements have already been made, and I think I will be safe there.
Okay.
Well, if there's anyone that can keep you safe, it's certainly her.
Yes, I think so too. And the kitchen is so big.
You'll have to cook us
Doug
many
smiles a little.
delicious meals when we visit.
Of course. Anytime.
I think
Yeah,
Sophia's
she's
a
like-
little... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yes, he's just, what?
I love that you I love that you
Untelligible.
cut out during that, Fab. Yeah, that was great.
Peek the mic.
I think Sophia is a little quiet. She's not like avoiding Rusa or anything like that, but she looks like she's focused on like working on something in the cart. She's like hammering away. You can see she has skits out. Who's like helping her, maybe holding something or like giving her light or something like that. But she seems to be like working on something on the cart as we approach Whitefall.
Every time the hammer hits it, Doug's eyebrow twitches because she's shaking the cart. Trying to take my old
Hangover
man nap. Alright. Yeah, Doug's not gonna vocalize this, but I think he does feel a lot better having Rusa, one, not being in harm's way, and two, in someone who's very capable of protecting her. Because
Yes.
his whole concern with her magic shindig and the demon lords kind of wanting her is like,
Yeah, not being near Bielsa, I think, will also be helpful in the
Yes.
situation.
First best place in eyesight. Second best place, a million miles away.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
And there's
no
no
in
in between, no middle sliders.
All right. So, eventually your wagon does pull fully in the gates of Whitefall. The wagon sort of comes to a stop. The driver sort of is like, "All right, you lot, you are Whitefall, as requested."
Thank you for taking us. We appreciate it. We know that the roads have been dangerous. You've done a good job.
Of course. Road may be perilous, but nowhere me and my girls can't take you.
I'm glad to hear it. You and your girls did excellently. And I like give one of the horses like a pat on the side.
Let's hear it for the girls.
Yes, the girls should be celebrated, I think.
Bruce is gonna leave them with some horse snacks and some man snacks.
Nice.
That takes too long to get off the cart, so Yelsi pulls him by the arm down off the cart.
That tracks.
Now you are in the city proper. And Cleo, I believe, in their last correspondence, told you that she would be there in the evening. So you have approximately 6 to 8 hours to just say your farewells, do something together.
Mm-hmm. We had we had the flashback episode where we all reminisce on our hijinks.
Yeah. Do we get paid yet for the dungeon clear?
That is another part of Cleo coming. She
Okay.
is going
The
to pay you
reason
guys
the reason I ask is because that's something we could do while we're waiting is like take Rusa on a little shopping trip and like go and do stuff. But if we haven't been paid yet, we might not have any money to do that.
Yeah,
with.
probably not.
I believe there was money from the dungeon.
That's what I was asking: is do we get paid for the dungeon clear?
No, like the treasure you looted in the dungeon.
We have payment coming, but we also did get treasure
Oh.
from the dungeon. Yeah.
I don't think I've written any of that down. Was that split?
Fab has. It's in fat loots.
Uh-huh.
Fat loots.
The problem is I don't know what was distributed to who. Beyond like I recorded my items. I don't.
I'm simply going to rule that it has not yet been distributed. If it has been written down, just going forward, we might want to do an edit or something.
I believe I have my share because I have 385 gold and 66 platinum pieces.
Yelsi seems to have 600 silver, so that's where that went.
Yelsi for sure.
Oh, okay. So I need to ask: is it silver or "quote unquote" silver?
No, I think that one is actually
It
real
is silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be Yelsi. I have the snake staff.
Oh yeah, we rolled for magic items, and I got two potions.
And the mystery disc, assorted potions, and I think that's about it. I know I didn't take any of the crafting materials.
I have track of all the crafting materials. Don't worry.
Let's see. Yes, he does have 43 platinum pieces. I don't know what that comes out of, so.
We have 800 gold of crafting materials and 100 gold of very rare crafting materials.
Yeah. I definitely did not write any of the final treasure down from the dungeon because I only have like 43 gold pieces.
Damn, Riley. Maybe you should have kept track. You know what? Never mind. It tracks for Mistral. He wouldn't give a shit.
I was also exhausted at the end of the last session and wasn't thinking about money.
That's okay.
God, I'm looking back
We-
on the boss treasure list. And I was like, wow, Mr. really rolled shitty.
Yep.
Yup. We should figure out this later.
I have money to spend if we do want to do some shopping for Rusa. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are a variety of shops in Whitefall. It is one of the more well-developed towns of Sucretia. Probably its own, the only superiors being potentially Argon Heights, since that's been around the longest, and Mithorn itself. So, there is a a decently sized magical item shop here. There's a library. There's a variety of restaurants. All of which I will be happy to come up with. Just the most amazing names. I will name all of them.
Okay, Mr. Donald.
Oh my god.
I only have the best town names. Only the best shop names. No one has better shop names than me.
Let's not meet the mayor of Whitefall, though.
Many
The dog.
such tales of your town names.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Oh, nothing dumb Donald Trump joke.
But yes, the day is yours, as I've said before.
Okay. Well, I suppose we should spend it doing something Rusa enjoys.
What does Rusa want to do?
Everyone in the party looks at Rusa at the same time.
She starts sweating.
Keep your
Um,
quiet, by the way.
Yeah, no, I
no,
forgot
now
to
you're
turn my
loud.
thingy up. Yeah. Sophia sort of looks up. She's, like I said, been a little distracted this whole time. But as you asked that, Mistral, Sophia's gonna look up and say, "We should take her to the restaurant and bakery district of the town."
I can't think of anything Rusa would like more than, something to do with food. So
How does that sound, Rusa?
maybe there's a nice garden,
Mm.
nice little walk.
Mm-hmm.
Doug's like,
That
what do
sounds
women
lovely.
like?
Walking on their feet.
What do women like?
Bland.
Looks at Yelsi, looks at Sophia, looks at Rusa. Women like meat and anvils and baking.
Yes. These aren't book women, so
They must be walk women.
yeah.
There's only two kinds of women.
All right.
Uh,
Oh fuck! I have to use some of these.
You're either a Kiki woman or a Bobo woman.
we take the most scenic walk to a bakery,
Whoa.
and then
Whoa.
well, I guess we make sure that Mistral's walking next to her because I think that's where we're going. Doug's like, how does this work?
Wait, what?
What?
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean?
Doug's
Oh.
doing some old man shipping. It's fine.
Oh, I see. Doug's like, we gotta put Mistral next to her.
Oh,
Yeah. It's like Fire Emblem. That's how you gain supports.
Yep.
You put your units next to each other, right?
Yeah.
Doug is like, these are my units. I must put them next to each other so they bond.
Anything is a unit if you can count it numerically.
That's
almost
you know what? That's
like-
true.
You all stumble into what happens to be a very sort of vibrant sort of restaurant scene filled with plenty of restaurants.
Michael, can we get a chopped cheese here?
Chopped cheese.
Oh,
Shall
Rusa,
we go
you
to the
simply
Cheesecake
must try the
Factory?
chopped cheese.
I think you mean the cheesesteak factory, Doug.
Is it cheese in pieces?
I do believe they chop the cheese up into pieces, yes, but it really kind of just all melts onto the sandwich, I believe. It's been a while.
I
since
heard
I've
the
had one.
cheese was
Wait.
shredded I heard it had an 8-pack.
I think the lettuce is shredded.
There is a great bodega nearby.
The
It's
great
called
bodega.
Rock and Roll.
Michael, that's an
Nice.
incredible name for a bodega in the fantasy world.
But it's spelled like the bird.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
They do a crazy omelet.
Manning the
Yoshi?
counter of this bodega is like maybe one of the greasiest crow-looking kenkus you've ever seen.
Oh God, hell.
The
no.
Greasiest?
Yossi is finding the bodega cat and is petting that cat.
Oh, good.
His name is
So,
Roger, and he's a
I
tabaxi.
no.
I'm just kidding.
I actually want you to roll a d4 to see which bodega cat you find.
Oh, wow.
That ghost got multiple hands. You better watch the fuck out.
All right.
That's true.
So
Lord of the
Yelsi looks around, and on a stand filled with like fried pork skins and crispy potatoes, sleeping on the third shelf up is a Displacer Beast cat.
Oh,
She goes to pet that cat a little too fast.
It misses
Yeah.
at first.
No.
I think Yelsi might get obsessed with this cat because it's also got extra limbs like her.
Yeah, she's gonna be distracted trying to pet that cat.
When
was
you all
like
enter this
that.
bodega, the Crow Kenku looks up in a very loud, boisterous tone. Yeah. Welcome to Rock and Roll. How can I help you?
Well, we were looking for. I believe we were told there's a chopped cheese here. Are you rock or are you roll? Or neither?
Hey, Rock, hurry up with those rolls.
Oh, I see. It's a joke. Very clever name.
Roll me a nature check, Mistral.
I would love to.
Can I roll a bodega knowledge check,
I'm
Michael?
so bad. My nature's so good though.
Aw.
So, Mistral, you're not sure, but Kenkus are somewhat affiliated with the elemental plane of air, so you do know.
Oh.
They don't actually speak with their own voice.
Heard. So it's the same situation here. He's not. I got you. Cool.
Yeah, he's not like.
Do they
You-
speak
you-
Orin?
Also, not with their own voice.
But do they under? I mean, do they understand? I guess I mean,
Yes.
do they understand Orin? Okay. That's nice.
Go ahead and roll a bodega knowledge check with advantage since you grew up in Valruben, the home of the bodega.
Yeah, dude. They make crazy Reuben sandwiches.
Yes, they do.
Oh, I thank you for that 19, baby.
Wow.
All right, what are you wanting to know?
So typical like bodega menu. I'm gonna assume they've got like the sign up at the top that nobody uses that has all like the things they quote unquote make.
Yeah, like chopped cheese, red currant, sparkling water, the curry pads, or the curry patties.
There's like a breakfast menu that's like Western omelet, egg white omelet, bacon, egg and cheese, sausage, egg and cheese, all that stuff. But like nobody ever references it when they're ordering.
Incredible.
You're either a newcomer or you've been there so much you already know what you want.
Exactly. Sophia is going to like very gently put a hand on Mistral's shoulder, and she's like, "I've got this." And
Please, go ahead.
she walks up to the counter, and she says, "So let me get a."
Oh, we got it. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So let me get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. 5 chop cheap combos, chips and drink. 1 no lettuce. 1 no tomato.
All right. He nods, writes all this down on like a piece of slate. He calls to the back, uh, and just fire up the stones. You hear a faint affirmation in the back. Get in.
She like turns back to the group. Okay, so we can all grab a drink. Nothing, either like a bottle of water or a bottle of soft drink. No mixed drinks or any of these seltzers or anything like that. And a small bag of chips.
Drink?
Mm-hmm. She points to the back where there's like a pair of these like glass enclosures that you can see like have like a little bit of steam coming off of them as like they're cooled. There's like condensation on parts of them as well. And you can see like rows of beverages. So yeah, just back there, just grab one.
Now,
One of them is labeled RC, and the other one's just labeled L.
now, Sophia, are any of these like that coffee drink?
Yes, the cola is. It's similar.
Okay.
It has caffeine in it.
I shall endeavor to
oh.
avoid that one.
I shall keep it away from Yelsey then.
Hold on. I have to look at the map to come up with the name for something. Give me a second. Yeah, you can grab Val Rubin iced tea if you'd like. Those are those big cans. They come in a couple of different flavors. Those are great.
Yes, I think this one is lemonade and iced tea. I'll have this.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Oh yes, the
Go ahead. No, I'm letting you do this.
the Arnoldius Palmer, of course.
I was thinking that's literally what I was thinking, word for word.
Great choice. Great choice.
Oh, who is it named after? That sounds like a familiar name. Do I know them?
He's an athlete from Talcalane.
Oh. I didn't know. Well, I suppose I don't. That's where I'm from.
Oh, I don't know if you know the sport named golf.
I
I don't know. Mike, do I know about golf? Where do they play in the fucking desert?
Bro, he's got so much practice on the sand traps.
Literally, like Calistan is like
Calistan's like a
super ritzy
paradise.
place.
Yeah.
So they have at least 2 golf courses in that city.
I love that.
Like naturally occurring golf courses like they have in Scotland, I would imagine Rosenren might have a couple of those as well.
And Pyrrhus.
Pyrrhus, okay.
Plug in my headset. Yeah, continue about your business.
Yeah, Sophia's gonna grab a strawberry kiwi. Oh God, what did I say? Val Rubin iced tea.
Yeah.
This one's not technically iced tea. This is just like a juice, but it's the brand.
What does
You know,
Reese think
very
of all of this?
seriously. She is taking notes. She is interested in different types of food places that she has never been to, so that she can incorporate things she likes into future endeavors.
Oh yeah. Actually, I think Sophia's gonna notice that. She's gonna like take Sophia by the hand and like call Mistral over to his. Sorry, she's gonna take Rusa by the hand and call like Mistral over. I'm sure like Doug probably has some experience with this, right?
Yeah, he did. He lived in a city.
Yeah. So I'm sure Doug has some experience with the bodega. So yeah, Sophia's gonna take him to the back where they can see there's like piles of like not so fresh bread, but like pretty fresh bread. Like in different kinds of rolls and like a case. She's gonna explain.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay, I will do that. Give me a second. Perception. That's an 11.
All right, then roll me a d4, and if you roll a 2, then re-roll.
A 3.
Okay, you find a normal tuxedo cat back here.
Yeah.
She's gonna gently approach the tuxedo
Loafed
cat.
up.
Oh, never mind. She's just gonna look at him and like give like a small nod. This is the manager. That's the manager of the store.
That can't be true.
No, it's like a
mascot?
joke.
A pet?
Yeah, it's a mascot for the store. They help keep the store free of rodents and insects and things like that. Some people say they have health concerns, but they're gonna help protect a bodega better than any exterminator would.
Sure.
But anyway, here you can see all the bread here. Typically, they don't do in-house baking, but they get it delivered usually every day. They typically go through all of these by the end of the day. You can see Kaiser rolls here. You can see French rolls. They've got bagels here, and she like starts pointing out all the different sort of breads they have.
She points at the bagel. What is that?
It's called a bagel. It is a bread that is boiled and then baked, I believe.
What?
Rusalka, give me a perception.
Okay. Percepi.
All right. As your eyes are wandering and Sophia's explaining a bagel, you do see one crate filled with a familiar-looking bread and a familiar symbol that you saw back in Cove Coppervale.
Oh,
The sword and shield buns.
She points and looks up at Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia looks over. Oh, wonderful. We know their supplier then. That's interesting.
She's fascinated. She's drawing the bagel and then writing down boiled? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I don't know the exact specifics. I believe they use like a baking soda water mixture. They boil it slightly before baking it. It gives it like a very chewy texture. It's very good. Over here, and she like points over to like where probably the guy who's preparing the sandwiches, like in the back. Like the grill is typically in the back, and they've got
Big
like
flat
a little
top grill.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
large.
Emma, you know what a bodega is. They've got the cutting station in the front.
Yeah.
So
I'm mentally at Oso right now.
she points and she points at some of the like different containers. So that's cream cheese. Then there's cream cheese with scallions. That's called cream cheese with lox. It's got
There's so many
fish in it. There's vegetable cream cheese as well. Obviously peanut butter and jelly. If you want that on your bagel. My personal favorite is cream cheese with lox. I like that sort of taste of fish and cream cheese. It's a really great combination. But plain cream cheese is great. Scallion cream cheese is great. Veggie cream cheese is great.
I want to try your favorite.
She smiles and she looks over to Rock again and says, "Hey,
If you're in the back, you actually see an orange one-eyed lizard folk with a really greasy apron, just sort of going to town on like this large section of beef, just like chopping it up into pieces."
I'm gonna look over at him. I'm gonna say, "Hey, yo, boss, let me get a toasted bagel with lox cream cheese to go, please."
Hey, you got it. You got it.
Hey, yo, thank you, brother.
When you're ordering the food, I think you're putting on this sort of dialect. Is that normal?
It's something that I'm used to. You don't have to, but it makes me, feel comfortable, feel at home.
I like it. Interesting.
Hey, you want that fresh, or you just want to pick out your own bagel?
No, just
I got-
cut it in
I got
half,
new batch
toast
coming
it.
up.
Cut it in half, toast it with lox.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. And you see, as he's like talking to you, that his tail in the back is getting the stuff.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
He's got a little latex glove on the end of his tail.
Hello, condom.
He's got a condom on the end of his tail.
Just very quickly, as he has the bagel on the cutting board, he switches over, gets the bread slicer, cuts it in half, very quickly applies the lox cream cheese onto it, wraps it up in some pastry paper, puts it in a bag, and throws it up towards the window in between the back and the front.
Yeah. I don't,
Anything else, boss?
she looks and like she looks at Mistral and thinks for a second. What's a good bodega fare for Mistral?
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
I was thinking something with eggs. I don't know how many eggs they get in where Mistral's from. Does Mistral eat a lot of eggs?
They get a lot of eggs, but that's
Okay.
just because they keep birds.
Okay. Yeah, you know
Shade
what? That
train,
tracks. That
pepper
tracks.
Roast beef.
Some of the birds are very big,
Yeah, that
so
tracks.
they got a lot of eggs.
Then, what's good bodega fare? You could get a Philly cheesesteak, but the chopped cheese is
I think-
basically the same thing.
I think that anything that is like the most like you could not make this in the wild on your own unless someone showed you how and knew exactly how to do it. Like the most not natural food, I think, would be the most interesting. Because most of the time he's just fucking cooking whatever he can catch out in the wild and
True.
try to make it good.
Oh, okay. Okay. She knows what. I know what she's gonna get. For Mistral, she says, "Hey, yo, boss. Actually, let me get a Kaiser roll cut in half. Put a fried hash brown in there, a couple strips of bacon, and a runny egg."
Oh, that sounds
What
good.
that bag, boss? We got owlbear. We got a couple
Ow.
chicken eggs. We got
You,
a cockatrice egg.
cockatrice.
All right, you got it, boss.
These are all dangerous creatures. How do they procure the eggs?
I think they have farms for most of these.
Yeah. We actually have a couple. It's not exactly free range, but in the western part of the city, there's a couple pens with domesticated.
I see.
I also think Airlon has they've got the world tree there as well. They've got a connection to nature, so I think they do export as well some of these creatures' eggs.
That does make sense.
Yeah,
you
they-
said owlbear, and I had a flashback to a time one almost killed me.
Oh,
Yeah, the owlbear we definitely get from Airlon. We
Yeah.
don't want to keep one of those with you.
Yeah, Mistral
Yeah.
laughs at that though, and it's like,
I never even considered eating one of their eggs. I never even considered trying to take one.
Hey, I mean, look, they're cute when they're younger, but and he like gestures
Yeah.
with his like meat cleaver up to his missing eye.
Oh, certainly.
Mistral will like pull up some of his like cloth and fur and robes and like show the man like the side of his like torso, and there's like a 3 slash like big gnarly scar where something like clawed into him there.
Oh boy, that is a nasty one right there.
Oh yeah, it was not good, but I had a good doctor.
Oh, I know what else Sophia's gonna get. Okay. She takes both of you to where the chips are, and then she points to a bag of this bright purple bag with like green and red stripes
Are we
on
getting
it.
Takis?
And she says, "Mistral, you should get that one.
Will it hurt?
It's very spicy but very delicious."
Okay. I like spicy.
Rusa, probably some cheese doodles.
Damn.
Sounds good. I do like cheese.
She nods. So she grabs a bag of Takis for Mistral, a bag of cheese doodles for Rusa. What's Sophia gonna get? I think Sophia's gonna get like one of those small bags of like cheddar popcorn.
Yeah.
The white cheddar popcorn.
We should get Yelsey some like Arizona gummies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea.
It's a good choice.
Yelsey gets. Okay. We're gonna get her a loose sleeve of Oreos. We're gonna get her a bag of gummies.
Yelsey's not sleeping tonight.
What, Michael? You're making me go on a bodega, or not making me? You're letting me go on a bodega
Oh no,
shopping
Michael!
trip?
You're forcing my hand. You really got me to a bind here. We have to go to the bodega.
Are you just gonna let me just do an entire this is like a real life bodega shopping trip we're having?
Look, everyone seems to be having a good time.
Okay, as long as everybody's enjoying themselves.
I want the deep lore for how they fucking seal a bag of chips in Fantasy World.
Oh my god.
Where do the Takis come from?
It's
the
like,
Takis come from. It's easy. So Valerie Ben has a bumping technological advantage over a lot of other people.
That's true.
So they have a lot of advanced technologies, and in so doing, they have a couple of factories that are able to apply an adhesive to these bags to keep them sealed.
Cool.
Yeah, it tracks.
But yeah, as soon as you guys are done, like getting your chips and everything, the lizard folk is thrown up all the sandwiches. Like, all right, hey Rock, I'm good over here. Cash them out. I'm gonna take a cigarette break.
So accurate.
He goes out back and just sort of lights up a cigarette.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, we're gonna grab all our stuff and pay for it.
How much is it, Michael?
Rock rings it all up. And in the tone of Larry, that'll be 5 gold coins.
Sophia is just
5
gonna
gold coins. That's highway robbery. For chips?
So Sophia like glares at Doug like really badly. Like Doug's never like, even with everything that's happened with Doug, he's never seen her glare at him like this. She can like
He does not wither.
feel the daggers. And then she pulls a platinum piece out and slides it over to him. And she says, I don't need any change.
When Douglas says that's highway robbery, he just like sort of like shrugs and starts to like gather up all the sandwiches and bring them back. Like, hey, we don't want it. But no, once the platinum piece gets pulled over, he takes out the coin, sort of like pecks at it, winks at Sophia, and puts it in the register. Pushes over all the stuff. Thank you for your patronage.
I give him a very gentle bow, and Orin, I'll say,
Thank you very much for the meal. May the winds of fate bless your business.
Sophia's gonna like lean into Mr. and say, call him boss.
do you know Orin? Do you know? You don't know if I said
No,
Orin
I don't know what
boss or
you're
not?
saying, but I know what you're talking to him in Orin.
Yeah.
She's gonna whisper, call him boss.
Thank you for the meal, boss. How do you say that in Orin?
It's kind of like how sometimes like in other languages you could just like catch like a word that's just like universal.
Mm-hmm. The boss is boss in Orin.
Yeah.
Boss
Hell
is
yeah,
boss.
dude.
Okay is okay.
It's like you would say boss, but like really breathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, may the winds of fate bless your business, boss, and thank you for the meal. I hope it's delicious. Wonderful.
And in Orin, you didn't know this was possible, but he replies in Larry's accent in Orin.
Oh hell yeah, Larry speaks Orin.
Boss!
Let's go.
I prefer the Winds of Fortune, though, if you know what I'm saying.
I believe they're the same thing. Winds of fate, winds of fortune.
Ah, but one of them sounds better. Fortune, money.
Well, you can have bad fortune, but we're hoping the wind gives you a good current.
I suppose.
Yeah, Mistral gives a big smile, like this is like a fun conversation for him because not many people know what the fuck he's talking about or like engage with him on that level. So he's like, oh, that's nice. There's a big smile on his face.
Sophia's like smiling and like looking between you, like when I have gone to a bodega and they're speaking in like Arabic, and I'm just like enjoying them talking to each other.
Oh yeah.
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 Mistral doesn't get to speak Orin with many people.
Yeah.
It was nice. Okay.
But yeah, there. I think there's like a table or two right outside the restaurant.
Sure.
But other than that, it's just like you can just.
Oh,
walk in.
I leave him an origami owlbear.
Aww.
He seems thrilled with it.
Aw.
You see, he makes like smaller cooing sounds, and then a loud.
Is that the sound of Larry losing his eye?
You'll never know.
I will not. Cool. We go outside to the shitty plastic chairs and little table out in front to eat our chopped cheese.
Yep. Yelsi gets the one without lettuce because obviously lettuce sucks, and Yelsi doesn't want it. She'll take tomato on it though, because that's fine. Sophia gets the one without tomato because she doesn't like how soggy they get, and hands the rest to everybody.
Fair.
She'll look to like Mistral and Rusa and like hand one of them for both of them to share because they also have other sandwiches too.
Oh right.
So like you guys should share that, and then like share your 2 sandwiches with each other as well. The other one. That way you don't overeat and we don't waste any food. You can save this one for later.
You're so smart, Sophia.
I like to think ahead.
She'll cut the cut, rip. I don't know if we have
Yeah, no, it's
sandwich.
It's cut in half, of course.
It's cut in half already.
Yeah.
It's like halfway cut in half, and it's not all the way through yet. So you're gonna have to like
They
tear it apart a little bit.
They wrap.
Oh, sure, yeah, you
they
can rip
wrap
it.
the sandwich, then they cut it, leaving the bottom flap open so you can fold it open. You have to tear the paper in half and hand one half to Mistral, one half to Rusa.
Of course.
I will always take the opportunity to introduce a chopped cheese into the universe.
Hell yeah, baby.
I've still not had one.
You haven't
They're
had
very
a
good.
chopped cheese, Emma?
I haven't. I lived in New York for 7 years and I never got one.
What the fuck?
I know.
It's
I
okay.
know.
It's okay, Emma. I've also lived in New York for 9 of the years that I've been alive, and I never had a.
What the fuck?
Sophia
But
takes
I was in New
everyone's
York
chopped
for
cheeses
1
back.
week, and I had a
But-
chopped cheese. Come on,
I
guys.
literally, that was like one of the first things I did was say was.
Listen.
We got chopped cheese.
In my defense, the 9 years I lived in New York wasn't upstate New York.
Yeah, okay, that's
I've never
different,
been to the
Michael.
city.
That's
That's
fair.
different.
That's fair. I don't have
I've
an
never actually been
excuse.
to the city.
Emma, you lived in like Brooklyn. What the fuck were you doing?
I know. It's I had no excuse, but I'll just have to go back.
We got the J train.
We did. The J train was so good. I still make them here.
and The Godfather. Those were our
What's
sandwiches.
the J train? Sorry,
It's
no, never
like-
mind. Later. We're playing D&D.
All right.
Got jalapenos on it.
So, as you're eating, Sophia, you feel a strange sensation around your ankle. It is a weird cross between diaphanous wings and cat fur.
Ooh.
It's the ankle
Oh.
monitor.
As you see a Scythian cat moth.
Oh. Well, hello. He reaches down and
Joe?
starts like scratching behind his ears.
Oh, we've seen this before. We know this guy.
Yes, we do know this guy.
Yes.
Nah, this is just one of his species. This is
Okay,
big.
not him.
Not the same one.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Because one
Hello.
visited us in a tavern room once.
It was at Roos's house. Yes,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Different guy.
different guy, same species, different guy. Wow, Riley, racist much?
Me, yes, but Mistral would be able to tell the difference.
And then Rusa.
Yes.
You feel the feeling of fur and then a slight burning sensation. Not like terrible burning sensation.
Like
It's just
warm.
really warm. Yeah. There is a small sun-crusted little cat just sort of rubbing against your leg. The other two bodega bosses.
I offer the cat a small piece of cheese.
It eats it immediately, no questions asked.
Excellent. Good.
Uh,
The pact
you
is
see-
sealed.
You see, as it eats, the little sun crest on its forehead just sort of like flare up with a tiny spark of fire.
Ooh. Do I know what this creature is?
Go ahead and make a nature check.
Okay. Because that's elemental, and that is potentially
Yeah.
dangerous.
Mathematical.
Mathematical, bro. Nature check. Bonk.
This is a cat that could potentially be dangerous. Much further on down the line.
When it grows
This is a sun lion cub.
Whoa. Is that how rare is that?
They get their names because the crests on their forehead. They're not always sort of like the shape that this one is, but like when they're older, those crests sort of erupt and sort of like make their fur take on like a fire-like quality. They're not the most common things. There are a few that you've seen back in Talcaline. But I mean, again, this one's just a kitten. So.
I don't know the fire elemental language, but I do know primordial, which is like the umbrella language. So in primordial, I'll kind of make a little cooing like at it, and then say, like, "Hello, little friend, where have you come from?"
It purrs at you. Sort of. Is just sort of like eating its cheese at the current moment. So
Yeah, man,
Nice.
cheese.
it just sat there, looks at you. Its tail like flicks in its ears, sort of like flick a bit as it looks at you.
Got my eye on you, but you're fine for now.
I
But
hope
yeah,
that's some cheese.
let's see. Yeah, eventually it takes it. It's one of the bodega cats, so it's just getting food.
I'm probably reading way too much into this, Michael, but Mitchell's like, oh my god, is there like an elemental incursion somewhere around here? Where did this fucking cat come from?
Yeah, you're reading a little bit too much into it. I decided this bodega had 4 different types of cat,
Yep.
and this is one of them.
Yep. I will suspend my Mistral brain and not make a thing out of it.
All right. All the sandwiches are phenomenal. Uh,
Yay.
as per bodega tradition. Uh, it's not like anything like high class, but like if you're going to a bodega for high class food, then you're just not you don't deserve to eat there.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Uh, if you think you're too good for bodega food's too good for you.
Yeah.
Correct.
But yes, those sandwiches consumed. Rusalka, just because you're a bread girl. The bagels
bread girl.
seem,
Bread girly.
uh, quite airy, but also at the same time pleasantly dense and chewy.
Mm.
Just like Rusa.
Oh,
Yes.
well,
She's a little bit of an airhead, but she's very chewy.
Very.
A little dense, but
Yeah.
I love her anyway.
A little dense, deliciously chewy.
Bro, she is dense and chewy. You're so right.
Right? She's compressed.
short stack.
There's a joke in there about eating ass, but we can move on.
There is somewhere.
God.
All right.
You always find it depending on how hard you're working.
All right. Food consumed. Is there anything else you want to do, or shall we move on?
I mean, if we got time, I this is the first time we have money that I can, and are in place of large
Go
shop.
ahead.
I only have leather armor, Michael. I feel like I should at least try to get studded leather armor,
Okay.
or if not magical studded leather armor.
Y'all got armor?
Hey man, you're a wizard, dude. You got mage armor.
It's really nice spell that you can get.
Bold of you to think I remember to use mage armor half the time. I just don't get hit.
It's true. You're just built different.
Yeah,
Listen, if you're getting hit, you're getting one shot anyways.
exactly.
If the AC pops, so do you.
I go by Magic the Gathering rules. Only my last health matters.
Yeah, baby. But we don't have to make a roleplay thing out of it, but just sort of like things that I would like to do if we're in a city and have money.
All right. After your bodega visit, you come to a shop called ooh, yes.
A fun shop name. Ooh, yes.
No. Sarah Silken Scales, Sundry, Armor, and Supplies.
Thera Silken Scales?
Sarah Silken Scales.
Sarah Silken Scales. Cool.
Mm.
Entering this establishment, you see that it is quite the extensive shop filled with things such as adventuring supplies like ropes and light hammers strapped to one side of the walls. And then you have like a bunch of like tonics and tinctures in the middle, sort of like a small pharmacy section. And then at the very back there is what looks to be like a clothing store with a bunch of mannequins who's sporting a bunch of different outfits and armors.
I am imagining like a Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, like when you walk in and all the mannequins are set up and the outfits are displayed on them.
Yeah.
You just go up and yeah.
There is there is, as I roll my dice here, a set of studded leather, a set of glamour studded leather, and then a set of +2 studded leather.
+2 studded leather. How much is? It's got to be too expensive, right?
I hate my current setup because I don't have this bookmarked.
Sophia, come take a look at this. I can't be seeing this correctly. This is a heavily enchanted leather armor. Do you appraise it, perhaps?
Oh no! Oh, it's okay. I saw that 3 and went, oh no. But
Yeah, this is quite
You're the armor
magical,
girly, I figured you would
quite
know.
well made. Yes,
Hmm.
I
I
think
looked down at my own armored bits of my clothing and like how they're like kind of burnt and scrapped up, and
this is at my current level beyond something that I can make. I believe.
Oh wow. You are quite the craftsman, so that means this must be an excellent piece of gear.
Mhm.
More
Very, very well enchanted. The armor itself is something I might be able to make. I'm better with metals than I am with leather, but I can make a leather armor like this. But the enchantment is quite powerful on this.
The price tag on the +2 studded leather is something you find along with a peculiar set of double dragons sort of chasing each other as sort of like the symbol.
oh cute.
And the ticket price is currently 7,500 gold.
Okay, that's not so bad. We don't have that, but that's not so bad. We don't have that, right?
No.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
But as Sophia takes a gander at this, you hear a very loud, very aggressive voice. You know it's quite rude to praise one's wares without asking the lady of the house's permission.
Oh.
I turn around to face whatever voice that was.
It is a large red dragonborn in a very sort of ostensibly styled robe
Mhm.
of deep scarlet with gold embroidery. She looks down at you as she's standing about
I
6'3".
Wow, big lady. I give her a very deep bow.
I apologize greatly. I did not mean to offend. My friend and I didn't see you when we came in. I'm quite interested in your wares. Do you make them yourself, or do you just sell them?
The craftsmanship is mine, but
It's
the
excellent.
enchanting part I leave to old acquaintance.
Well, even without the enchantment, it's excellent work.
Do I know this person at all, Michael? If they're a craftsman?
This dragonborn,
Yeah.
Sarah soft scales?
silken scales.
Silken scales, sorry.
Go ahead and give me a history check.
Yes, sir. 11.
It is not the name that seems vaguely familiar to you. It is just her, because she is a very memorable person. You remember there being a Dragonborn family in Valruben who specialized in crafting various types of...
Gotcha. Yeah, Sophia's gonna give like a very deep bow. My apologies. I had no idea this was your work, and I was offending you by examining it like that.
So long as you know where you are, that is fine. Now, how might the great Sandra Silken Scales serve you today?
Miss Silken Scales, apologies. My companion here, I believe, was looking for an upgrade for his armor.
She looks at Mitchell more closely, and you see she like visibly recoiling. Oh, what have you, boy? Do you not know how to better take care of your armor that is scratched and dented from here to Tau Kalane?
I agree. No, normally I take very good care of my belongings. We were recently in quite an extended for an extended period of time. We were in grave danger, out of return. We were fighting constantly, and unfortunately, no amount of my upkeep and repair could mend the amount of damage that was being done to us. You see, this is a simple leather, no enchantments. I do my best to upkeep my equipment, but it can only stand up to so much when the quality doesn't match what we see here.
Sophia's gonna nod. My experience is with metal work, not as much as leather work, so I wasn't able to do as much upkeep for his armor either. My apologies.
Well, if you are a group of adventurers, which by the scratches and the scorchings on your armor would suggest that you're not simply fools hiding behind the title, then I suppose some allowances can be given. But on my nature as a leather worker, I could not abide such ratty leathers on so formidable an opponent, a wearer. Come with me. Come with me. We will get you measured at once.
Oh, thank you.
And she takes you by the wrist and brings you to a part of the room just sort of surrounded with mirrors.
I give like Sophia like an awkward like I guess we're doing this kind of look and shrug and follow.
She nods like pretty excitedly.
Mm-hmm.
You see she snaps her fingers and this roll of measuring tape just sort of comes out and starts doing measurements, and you can hear the scratching of a quill and parchment on the desk as Sandra herself is also doing measurements.
Should
Running
I,
through a couple things in the.
should I remove the armor with that?
Silence? It's fine. It's fine. It's better to know the dimensions of the armor when it's on the wearer.
Understood.
She soon takes your measurements. And once they're all together, she sort of tears off that piece of parchment and hands it to Sophia.
She'll take
Or
it.
she holds it. She holds it out in Sophia's general direction without really, just expecting you to take it.
She will take it, yeah. Sophia, you actually, Mistral, if you look at Sophia, you notice she like starts going to like a different mode. Like typically she's like very confident and like outgoing and like taking the lead, and she's very much slipping into this assistant mode. Where she is following this person's lead and doing as she might direct, like almost wordlessly as well, like just following the lead without any direction needed.
I think maybe Mistral is vaguely reminded of the time you were talking about how you made your familiar, and like maybe you've taken on like a similar like body language or like a facial expression of like,
Right.
oh, this is like that kind of slipped into work mode, assisting the craftsman. Cool.
Well, whomever made this leather to begin with, it's no clear rank amateur, but it's obvious they haven't had access to quality materials when they made this jerkin.
Yes, it was my sister, and we don't get highest of quality while we are out and about, but I've had it for many years.
Well, it's high time for an upgrade, I do say. You see, she sort of keeps is going through some things.
I'm sure Samira will forgive me for wearing someone else's armor.
I think the forgiveness will be in the fact that you returned to her unscathed.
I would agree, but you have not met Samira. I'm sure I can explain it to her when I see her next.
See that you do. And she just goes about cutting several sections of leather. Uh, from the back, now that you're sort of here for a while, you can start smelling that sort of heavy, ungent smell of alum and various tanning oils coming from the back.
Cool,
Um,
cool.
as she just very quickly starts putting together a set of studded leather.
Yeah. I also just noticed that I do speak Draconic. I feel like I would talk Draconic with her.
Um, I mean, you can. It does not. It does not help or hinder the conversation that she's
It
essentially
helps.
taking by storm.
Yeah, it helps Mistral's mood because he really loves any opportunity to speak other languages other than Common. And so when he has the opportunity, he I think always will take it.
Now, I myself am not the lead enchanter in many things. I, again, leave that to one of my old contacts. But I do possess enough wherewithal within myself to be able to enchant this here. But I also sense that uh, if you, uh, she points to Sophia, uh, were so inclined, you could take up on this job if you would like.
Sorry, I had stepped away for a second. She looks up, and she nods. Yes, I would love to assist. I should be able to do a much more simple protection enchantment, not as powerful as the piece we were looking at outside, but I have some abilities.
Excellent. You will assist me then.
Yes, of course.
Hmm.
Uh, and you see she just goes about drawing, or rather etching certain runes into certain pieces of the leather that go together, hammering in the short studs and the nails that keep everything together. And why don't you go ahead and give me a religion check at advantage, Sophia?
Okay. Can I? Sorry, I'm just looking at my class abilities and stuff as well. No, I don't think
Also,
Artisan's Blessing would apply here. Never mind. Okay.
Yes, Riley.
in terms of paying as well, are we I know that she has sort of swept us off our feet and is running us through the steps, but are we expected to do we know how much this is going to cost?
Uh, with Sophia's help here, uh, it seems that Sandra only really has to put down the proper draconic sigils, and it's mostly Sophia doing the enchanting work.
Mhm.
So with Sophia doing such a good job, Sandra looks to have almost a burgeoning sort of uh, the the silent approval, uh, almost a Ron Swanson like gaze of approval.
Mhm.
Uh, and she nods and is just like, very good. Uh, see the Forge Father works well in you, child.
Thank you. I've spent many years trying to hone his craft and be worthy of his blessing.
You do him proud. Now, typically I would charge full price for one of these things, but seeing as you did a lot of work, so I'll only charge you for the materials. So we'll be sitting at about 100 gold pieces for this set of armor.
Certainly. That is very generous. Thank you.
Don't thank me. Had your companion not been so capable, I would have charged you far more.
Thank
So
you.
if you're to thank anyone, this is your companion, yes.
Right then.
Alright.
I give her 10 platinum pieces. 'Cause I have 40, I think.
Sure thing. She takes the payment. Now, is there anything else? Or if there's not, then be gone with you.
Would your friend be interested in purchasing magical items?
He might, but I know not where he is, so
I see. I have
rather
this
moot point.
rod that I don't think I can use. I don't think any of my friends can use, but it's kind of just sitting in my bag.
I take out the rod of the Pact Keeper that I got from the dungeon.
She looks at it, sort of scoffs. I have no idea if you would like that or not. I'm not that type of salesman.
Oh well, I'm sure I'll find a home for it.
I put it away.
There's nothing else?
I don't think so. Sophia?
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to learn your craft.
She lets out a simple and sort of gestures for you to leave as she seems to go back to the back where she was tanning some hides.
Cool.
Right, so you can add a studded armor +1 to your inventory.
Let's go!
The DC for that was 15.
Ooh, I'm glad I had advantage.
Bonk. Yahoo! My AC is higher! Let's go!
Oh yeah.
That's like a +2 bonus to your AC, isn't it?
Yes, sir!
Hell
It's pretty
yeah.
good. Yeah, Mistral is feeling good in his shiny new duds.
Yeah.
Shiny new studs.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's
Of
him.
course, of course.
He's the shiny new stud and his shiny new dud.
That's also true.
I liked her. She was forceful, and stern, but kind. And you did wonderfully. That was amazing.
Oh, thank you, Mistral. She had the air of an artiste, as some might say.
Yes, certainly. I didn't know it was against the rules to examine the wares.
I don't believe typically that's the case, but
I see.
I think in more high-end boutiques and custom workers like that, it might be. She seems like she does a lot of custom work.
Yes. Well, you just did some custom work for me.
Very true.
I said you. Excellent.
I'd say all things considered, you're probably looking to be around 3 to 4 p.m. By the time you're done with that. That actually took a while. So, if
Did anyone else
Rusalka and
do
Douglas
something?
want to do anything, in the meantime, unless they were just enraptured by Sandra Sokin's skills, forceful
Who wouldn't be?
personality. Fab, Emma.
Huh? Sorry.
I'm chilling. I can't think of anything to do specifically, but I am enjoying the scenes a lot.
Doug probably found a library or something to chill at, but I don't know specifically what he's doing, and if I can think of it, I will tell you between sessions. I don't have anything I need to RP.
There is one quick scene I want to do with Rusa, if we have some time.
You
Yeah.
do have time.
Okay. So as we get back together with Rusa and the rest of the group, Sophia's gonna pull Rusa aside, and she's gonna say, I obviously I respect your decision to go, and I'm not trying to convince you otherwise. But before you did go, I wanted to say it has been a pleasure having you along. I know I was one of the people who wanted to try and convince you to go. I apologize if any of this made you uncomfortable, but I do want to thank you for joining us this entire time, Rusa.
She looks up at Sophia and, like, very wide-eyed, the biggest, wettest eyes.
No.
And, like, it looks a little bit like she's upset for a second, but then she just kind of, like, launches forward and gives her, like, the tightest hug around the waist.
Sophia's gonna return the hug very tightly as well. And she says, I've been working on something for all of us. Something that Cleo had sort of assigned to me. And I know you're not going to be with us, but I still wanted to give this to you. I was working on it in the cart. I was inspired by what we went through in the dungeon. And she like sort of pats Rusa's back and let's go so she can like fish around
from the hug.
in her bag. And she pulls out for Rusa. It's a ring. It is sized for Rusa's middle finger. It's very simple. Made of the shining, I believe silver metal, Mike. I don't know what color adamantine is.
It's a silverish metal, yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's adamantine, right? That's what it was?
I believe it was either adamantine,
mithril?
viridium. It was either adamantine, mithril, or viridium.
Or was it?
Let's
It
go
might
with
have been mithril, actually, now that I think about it. I don't remember. It was like a magic metal, though. But anyway, there is
Might have also just been straight up platinum.
I don't think it was platinum because I remember it was it was the same metal that we had found on the harpies in the river.
Then it was mithril.
Okay, it was mithril then. Then it's this like very brightly gleaming silver ring. It almost looks like it's glowing. It's well polished, and you can see on the face of the ring there is this like almost like a hearth, like a flames carved into it, and in the center of it, you can see, Rusa, there is a little etched piece of bread.
Yeah.
She says, this one was yours. We all sort of went through the fire together, and that's what I decided would be the central symbol for us. But yours, and she sort of like awkwardly hands it over to Rusa.
She is like beaming as she puts it on her finger. Sophia, this is beautiful. Thank you.
Of course, you're welcome.
She's like trying to think of. She's trying to say something, but doesn't know how to say it at first. She's like struggling a little bit. I don't think things will be the same. after this, I know you can't just go on as normal, but even more than that, you all have changed things in a good way, and I'm so glad that we're friends. Please stay safe.
I'm gonna do my best to make sure all of us are safe, Rusa. I promise.
Nods. But don't take it on all yourself either. Remember that a team is a team, and even though sometimes it can feel like all of the weight is on your shoulders, your friends are there, and it's not a burden to talk to them if you need it.
She nods. I will take that to heart, Rusa.
She nods. Wipes away tears.
Okay, let's go join the others.
Yes.
I think this happens probably after all of this, and sort of as the sun is beginning to set around the 5 to 6 o'clock mark, and as you're joining everyone back, who's coming, back from their activities, there is, especially being able to picked up by Doug and Rusa, as you all sort of gather together, there is sort of like a hum of magic as you guys are sort of gathered together here. And in the center of the town, there is this centerpiece that is almost like a gazebo with a fountain on top of it, and water cascades down three of the sides. But the magic seems to be coming from the center of that gazebo, as with a pop. You see Cleo sort of appear, uh, sort of uh, somewhat sort of like supporting her weight on a small staff so she doesn't fall over. She's like, poof, and like fixes her hair and looks, uh, sort of adjusts a lock of hair behind her head as she looks around and sees that you guys are here. She's like, ah, my returning champions.
Hello,
Very
Cleo
good.
Castro. It's good to see you again.
Greetings,
Mr.
Cleo.
See you. Mr. Douglas. Yelsi, you are looking well. Sophia.
Yelsi grins.
Salka. So, you see she reaches into her a bag to retrieve a small, almost like fanny pack, but inside she like pulls out a small chest. Shall we let's get a table in the inn, shall we?
Yes, good idea.
As you're walking, she says, "I do apologize for my almost late arrival. There was some things I had to see to back in the Thorn, but everything's fine, and here now, and we can return in the morning as as we planned. But for now, as you enter this busy tavern, she gestures to the barkeep, which looks to be this Lightfoot halfling who looks at her, eyes sort of widen a bit, as this is, one of the magistrates, one of the city lords of Mythorn. But to their credit, sort of like keeps cool and nods and gestures to the far right of inn where a burly-looking half-orc and furball are just sort of standing guard. They look to your party and sort of take a step to either side to reveal this large oaken door that Cleo leads you all to. Shall we?
Yeah.
So she leads you into this door, opens it, and waits for you all to enter before coming in behind the last person. In here, you can see it's sort of like a much more private lounge. I need to sort of change the music for this place. Let's see here. Playlist. We'll see if this works. Oh, Fab, you're hosting.
What?
Apparently,
Yeah,
you're
I'll leave.
hosting.
You can set it to anybody if you want to, Fab.
Okay. I'm gonna let Mike host.
Perfect.
Okay, this one works a bit better than that one, so delete this one. Fucking ad. As soon as she closed the door, you all notice that the hustle and bustle of the sort of evening rush, the early evening rush to a tavern, sort of fades away to a much lighter sort of not completely silent. There is a bit of music in here, ambiance, but this room consists of a large stone table in the middle, and off to the side there is a rich dark oaken bar with a looks to be a female ASMR barkeep just sort of standing by. She looks to the group. Drinks, anyone?
None for me, but thank you.
Do you have an Arnoldius Palmer?
Arnoldius Palmer.
She tilts her head slightly at that. What?
Oh, it's iced tea and lemonade mixed together.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, these Palmer. Interesting. I love
I've
Cleo,
been
but I
told it was
don't think
named
she's.
after an athlete.
I'll take your word for it.
Cleo
I
would
love
not
Cleo,
know what an
but
Arnold Palmer is now.
correct. She.
How much could a banana cost? $10?
That's Cleo very much.
Yeah.
It's a single banana, Sophia. How much could it cost them? 10 gold?
Very well. If it's an iced tea and a lemonade, she sort of signals to the Asma one ice Arnoldius Palmer. The Asmar knows immediately what it is. And nods and goes to the back to grab a couple pitchers.
Yep.
And it makes a picture of that.
Sure, we can all
Nice.
drink Arnold Palmers. Damn, bro, you guys got me itching for an Arnold Palmer now. God damn it.
I know, right? Fuck.
It's It is never my intention, but it is always something I do. I make Gabe hungry.
You do.
I just like describing food. Okay.
It's good. I love it.
I know. I understand that.
Mike, you got
But
us salivating.
uh, you know what? I just want to also make your mouths oceans.
Nice.
All of our mouths deserve to
Question
be
mark.
oceans.
Yep.
Yeah, I read that little tidbit earlier.
And so the bartender brings out the pitcher and several like stone, um, like pseudo like clay glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Just puts them around. Uh, and for me, I'd like a Secretion screwdriver if you don't mind. It's been a long day. The Aspar sort of nods and goes to make the screwdriver. But as she's doing that, Cleo sits at one of the chairs and sort of gestures for you all to do the same. And as she does so, she sort of pulls out a couple things of parchment. Not all of them completely blank. One of them appears to be uh, a quite lengthy contract. But she just sort of gets everything sort of ready, and as she has her screwdriver, she takes a definitely like big drink of it. Sort of shudders a bit and just like opens her eyes. Very well. Straight to business. Um, I'd like to. I would have liked to interview each of you individually. About the uh how you thought the dungeon went. I did do so to a few of you over the phone when you had contacted me, but I think it best to just do a group interview now. As it seems one of the main consensus that I was worried about has already been reached. Um, so I really just wanted to sort of debrief, as it were, before we get into the payment for a job well done, and then the subsequent contracting of me to be the patron of your group. Uh, so, this dungeon, how did you feel like you all did?
Well, we did manage to complete it. Um, she sort of, Sophia sort of looks around at the group.
Doug
Go ahead.
has his arms crossed. He's just performance was rough at best. We are hardly a coordinated outfit.
I can agree with that. I think communication and planning are something that we can work on. But through luck and skill, we managed to make it out of there.
I think that it speaks to our ability that despite our miscoordination and how much unnecessary complication we suffered, we still came out of it relatively unscathed.
Mm-hmm. She nods.
Obviously, we could improve in those departments. I myself have never operated in a group before like this. So those skills need practice.
Of course. Of course. Well, you are a new group. You've tackled a few odd jobs here and there, but this dungeon is to. It is a teaser, if you will, of what lies beyond these shores on the frontier. And I would have been quite surprised if you had thought this was an easy trial. Uh, I am thankful that you all managed to complete it. Um, and that is what matters. Teamwork will come with time spent with one another earnestly. Um, when you uh, shed blood together, there is a bond there that is created that is stronger than your standard uh, bond between people wanting to get paid for a job well done when you're thrown into one of these dungeons. Uh, upon receiving the report from the ethereals, it seems that there weren't too many times where you actually went down. I have here about 4 instances where someone was on the verge of being, you know, um,
Sophia nods.
rend-
Disqualified.
incapacitated.
A few times where we were knocked unconscious, but
Yelsey has her two fingers together and it's just like, wasn't me.
Sophia, but Sophia will continue on and say, we had no need to use the diamonds that were provided for Revivify, which I think is a feat in and of itself.
Speaks, which while you have less than stellar reviews of your overall performance, does speak volumes about your resiliency. And for that, she passed the test. I have included a small bonus. Uh,
Sophia like smiles and laughs a little bit, and she says, "My father always used to say, if you are going to make mistakes, you need to be tough enough to live with them."
well, you are all quite tough. And I do mean all of you. Her eyes do go to Rusa.
She looks away a little bit.
Now, the ethereals, the ones that made the dungeon, weren't able to give me all the specifics, but they were able to report that you took on the hero version of the trial that was found in the dungeon. How did you all find that?
We bumbled
I-
into it on accident.
Your candor is appreciated, Doctor.
No, I believe there was a election and one of us chose it out of character. I think it was Mistral, right?
Right. And we had no idea
Mistral
what it
spec-
was going to be. We had no clue what was going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. Mistral specifically selected it. We were unclear of what a hero version entailed.
We weren't really sure what the trial was going to be at all. I was under the impression that it would be in the next room after that. But I was incorrect.
Well,
We did manage to overcome it, though.
that is true. I don't particularly speak out to many of the features of these dungeons, but I will say that in the frontier, in those ruins, there are runes that need to be read quite directly, and unless they say so, where the runes are described is where, uh, un- unless they dictate otherwise, whatever they are going to unleash will bestow.
This is good information to have. Thank you.
So my advice for that is just to make sure your communication on what you want done is continuing on. Though I know sometimes it is easier to fall into sort of like this. If something like major happens, then we talk about it. No, you're going to have to keep in constant communication, or the frontier will claim you. Things on the frontier are crafty. So one of you will probably need to be able to discern the meaning behind words. But
I believe the
overall,
doctor can read quite well.
You have a spell for that. I have also read several dictionaries.
not my type
For
of
fun?
reading, but go off, I guess, as the young folks say.
Are you not
But
one
anyway.
of the young folks, Cleo?
No, no, dear.
I am unsure of your age. I know it's rude to ask, or at least I'm told it is, but you speak as though you're quite older than you appear.
How old do I appear, Mistral dear?
Mishka, that's a trap. Don't answer.
She appears human, right?
She appears human, yes.
I looked at Doug.
I shake my head. No, don't do it, dude.
I don't know, it seemed more playful than trap-like. You're the one who's read a dictionary.
Something you guys do notice is that it's getting noticeably colder in here.
Oh, okay.
I think Mitchell kind of likes it though because he's used to like the cold like wind of like the high cliffs from the Revelry.
Doug
So,
wears a
like-
big coat. You can't get him.
You can't get this guy. He's got a big coat.
You appear to be around the same age as me, if not a little older, perhaps as old as one of my sisters.
As far as answers go, that is unacceptable. So,
I get the feeling that perhaps you have chosen the way you appear. And I guess that
no, I'm simply. Let's just say I've lived the better half of 5.
could you say that one more time? You cut out a little
The
bit.
the better half of 5 decades, dear.
Better half of 5 decades. Well, that would be 50 years. But if you 25,
Yeah.
half of that.
The 5 decades in the better half of another.
Sophia's eyes go wide. She
I'm part elf, dear.
Ah.
Mitchell's still trying to understand like what what she meant by the better part of 5 decades and a half.
5 decades in the better half.
And the 5 decades in the better half is what I just heard.
And the better half of another.
And the better half of another.
Oh,
So over
75.
55.
No, 55. Sorry, another decade or another 5 decades? Half of another.
I think she's
She's
55
75?
plus.
Good gracious.
She's 55 or 75? Which is it, Mike?
She's 57.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. You I appreciate you saying I look youthful.
Back
I'm
home it
quite
is-
jealous of my other compatriot. He's a full-blooded elf, and he looks way better than me, and he's quite well over 200. So
Well, I think it would be hard to look better than you, but back where I am from, the
oh my.
older a woman is, the more she is respected.
Sophia's
Better.
gonna look at Mistral and like do a little like in the air like
Riz.
elbow nudge.
What? Why are you nudging me?
You'll go far, young Mistral. You'll go far.
I intend to.
Mistral, you're very cute.
Oh, he like his like cheeks grow like a dark purple. Like
Thank you. I see.
Anyways,
Have I accidentally flirted?
Yes.
Ah.
Don't
He goes even more dark purple.
You'll have to pay for her dinner, Mistral.
Ah,
She's paying us.
That was a joke, Mistral.
Okay.
Poor man.
I'm
Eight
sorry, I should
charisma, baby. Eight charisma, baby.
tag one him joking.
Please say /J after you speak if you're joking. My credit
Slash
score is
S.
900, and I didn't get there by joking around.
At any
Oh,
rate,
boy.
social inclinations aside, as you grow older, and as you grow in experience with your team, communication must grow because it has to. Your survival depends on it. So, that is just one suggestion that I have for you: improve your communication. If you don't think something applies to your group, think again, because it will. Eventually, it will come back. It will become an issue, and then you'll have a fight as to why they didn't know before. It's happened plenty of times. So, take that lesson to heart. And I suppose question is lastly to you, Rusa.
Yes.
Did you enjoy yourself? Was this... I know we've exchanged a few messages on the matter, but do you enjoy being with them?
I enjoy being with them. Very much. But I do not enjoy hurting anything living, and I don't want to get used to it.
He nods. Very well. Well, as you can see, I'm not currently with my adventuring group at the current moment. I've taken a step back, but everything that I do is in support for them, so even if you are leaving their company, you are still very much part of that group, this group. Do you understand?
She nods and looks at the ring. Yes.
I will teach you what I know of about supporting your friends from afar. And I do this both as a boon to the party as a whole, and as a reward to you personally for a job well done. Uh, in lieu of the payment in this chest, I will take it by now. Okay?
All right. She's grinning a little bit.
She smiles down at you.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, speak your mind, Doug.
Can you promise to keep her safe?
There is not a brigand, demon lord, pit fiend alive that will get through me to harm. Of that, you have my solemn oath.
Good.
I. She says Demon Lords, and he's just like, you. I have explained the situation, so you are aware of it. So I will choose to trust you on this.
You are quite benevolent, Doctor.
Yes, you're much better equipped than I would be without certain things I'd rather not do. So.
On to the next order of business. And she pushes the chest forward, clicks it open. Actually, she doesn't click it open quite yet. She taps on it with her rod a couple times, and you see it expands to maybe like 4 times its own length and maybe twice its height. Inside, you will find the 1,000 platinum that I had promised you.
Whoa.
But also, there is a bonus of 500 gold in there. But also, the chest is yours. It will keep your valuables safe. And it is tuned to those signets I had. Sophia hopefully is almost done crafting.
Sophia nods. I finished Rusa's before she would be leaving us, but I'm almost done with the rest of ours, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few small etchings to be finished.
Perfect. This is keyed to the medal that I put, I gave Sophia to make those signets on. You need only think to enlarge or reduce the chest. I suggest doing it in private mostly. If you do not want to share expenses, then your own coin purses will suffice. But this is for things that you wish to buy as a party. May it serve you well. She pushes that over.
Okay, out of character, how much money did we just get?
10,000 gold. 10,500 gold.
500 gold.
Holy
Lots
shit.
of money.
500 gold, 1,000 plat.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Sugar mom.
Split between, I guess,
What if we didn't split it? What if we just had party gold?
I'd be fine with that.
Because then we don't have to do the math. We can just,
Mhm.
like, buy things as needed.
I'd be totally
Yeah.
fine with that, yeah.
If you guys need a certain spell, let me know. I'll drop some money on it. We
Mhm.
got it.
What spell is that?
I don't know.
Oh, just any spell?
But yeah.
Cool.
I should probably give a list of what spells I have. But yeah.
Magic
You
Now
should.
then.
Michael, can you give us a note that we can edit? That way we can keep a like in roll
Party.
20. Give us a note that we can edit so that way we can keep like all of the party gold in one place. And not just have like a
Okay.
character sheet or something.
Party gold.
Can I put my Rod of the Pact Keeper in there? I don't need it.
Yeah, put it in there.
Okay.
Player's journal. All players can be edited by all players. Save changes. Bada boom.
Perfect.
Bada bing, bada boom. Now, the third order of business here. And she pulls out the contract. Upon your successful completion of the dungeon, I did say that I would be your group's patron. And you can... I would highly advise you do this contract. Perhaps Mr. Reed's 3 dictionaries can give it a cursory glance. But this
Unc
contract
takes it and he is reading it intensely.
this contract dictates the terms that I've spoken about with each of you at the beginning. All that remains is for you each to sign it and give yourselves a group name.
Oh fuck.
I do hope that you've been thinking of one as I
Yes,
bid
of
you all.
course. Oh, fuck.
Definitely.
Um,
Um,
I did have a thought. I don't know if
Gabe, I
Gabe, you
didn't hear
became a
any of that.
robot.
can you hear me?
Oh no.
Nope.
Am I good? Can you hear me at all?
He's a robot.
Am I just a robot now?
Grobot.
Oh no, hold on. Oh no, I'm a robot. I'm a robot. Why am I a robot?
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh
You're
boy.
gonna have to type, dude.
No!
funny.
What's happening? This is so weird.
What's the coolest sounding bread?
Bokashi.
Pumpernickel.
Beignet?
I
That's
hardly
not a
know her
bread.
nickel.
Beignet is a bread product. It's a yeasted.
It's a fried something or another, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
Maybe
donut.
The chopped
Yeah.
cheeses.
The bagels.
Something about being carried aloft by the winds of fate. Mistral's yapping about that a lot.
Mm-hmm. The five faiths.
The organ donors.
The
organ
organ donors.
donors.
But we make it a pastry, so it's the organ donuts.
The organ donuts. The bosses. Cleo's cool dudes.
Those cool cats.
Yeah, we're the cool cats, guys.
Alliteration.
King Wizard and the Lizard Gizzard.
I love those
That's very
guys.
good.
What if Rusa names us so we don't think about it?
No!
Yeah, I think we should do that. Seriously.
Guys, how about hear me out. Wisteria's clutch. I just thought of it.
I think we should come up with a cooler flower.
we can't all be flower based.
Snapdragon.
Why not?
That's the cooler flower, right?
Oh, Snapdragon.
Yeah.
Apple flower.
Snapdragon's grasp.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Okay.
Yeah. Is Gabe back?
He's
Yes,
typing in the wrong
he's typed something. The Ember Walkers or the Forged Band. I like the Forged Band because it's the ring.
Mm-hmm.
The ring.
If I've learned from trying to be Yelsey, I cannot do anyone else's character voice.
So does she say the Forge Band or the Forge Pan?
Band.
I do
With
like
the
the
B.
ring, like the ring symbolism.
Do Hearth Ring? I don't know. I'm throwing out one.
The ring of
Thorns, I don't know.
Ring of Thorns. What is the material that the rings are made of? You said mithril?
Yes.
Yeah.
The mithril ring?
We do have a Mistral.
A mistral. Mistral of the mithril ring. Oh!
Oh fuck!
Can you hear me now?
That ended the attack. That ended the activity.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
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 Okay, I did. I think it was literally my Discord was being weird, because my stream is fine and everything else is fine. It's literally just Discord, but I changed the region we were in. Sorry for ending the Discord, the activity. I will join again.
That's good.
Okay.
How do you feel about the mithril ring?
Yeah, Sophia is open. She just, had some ideas.
I think Ember Walkers and Forged Band are also very cool. But when I hear the Forged Band, I'm like, yeah, we're a rock band. We're like a musical band.
Yeah, the idea of the band was like the rings that she's making for everybody.
I like that a lot. The symbolism of the ring forged in the fire.
The fire, yeah, the fiery dungeon we all went through.
Yeah, the one ring, because we all became one and together. The ring of
6 rings, 5 rings to rule them all.
I would say we're pretty powerful, guys. How about the ring of power?
Hold
Oh god.
So we can workshop it. We can say whatever you come up with, you sign at the bottom of the contract.
Yeah.
And your homework before the next session is to come up with something you all unanimously agree on.
If you guys don't like the word band, maybe it could be like the forged circlet or something like that.
Circlet's pretty good.
The Ember circlet.
We also probably need Cal's input too. So
yeah,
I like the way the Ember circlet sounds actually.
But yeah, that is your homework for the next 2 weeks. Come up with the name that you put on the contract today. Doug, as you're reading through, it is verbatim what Cleo sort of outlined when you guys first went to her. She's not. The only thing that isn't added is Cleo herself gets 10% of the proceedings of any official guild jobs you make. And this is, she actually outlines this. This is for like social gathering, like accommodations.
Supporting expenses to keep the organization afloat. Essentially, it's a pretty typical. Well, I don't really look at that many contracts, but like in general, if you have a sponsorship of some kind, there will always be a cut. 10% is actually quite generous.
Yeah, it's similar to guild dues. Absolutely, it's something that I'm happy to pay.
She smiles and should, and I do hope that you do come into some success and become a group of merit, you'll undoubtedly be asked to several galas and whatnot. That is what this is for. To be able to
What
make sure
is
that
the life insurance policy? If one of us dies, like for real dies, and we cannot be revived, or to what extent are you, as the employer, willing to attempt to revive us? I, as a necromancer, can do many a thing. However, should I die, that leaves it to Sophia, and should Sophia die, that puts us in quite a pickle. So you can understand my concerns.
and she flips you to the second page where she says, in the event of a party's death and failure to recover the body, there is a one-time clause down here where a Kane Fraval in the Mithorn Cathedral can perform a true resurrection for you. And that is partially where partially where the dues will go to as well. It is around those clauses. It is just like the party will do their best without putting themselves in extra danger to retrieve bodies for things such as resurrections outside of the spell Revivify.
No,
if it is not possible, then a group of specialists will be dispatched to try and recover the body. Barring all else, you do each have that one-time boon as
Doug
part of
looks
the contract.
around the table. If you could all donate a lock of hair in here for the chest, that would actually be very helpful.
Easy. Yeah.
Aside from that, I do find that acceptable. I mean, I find everything acceptable. There's not really an aside.
Cleo grins. Well, I'm glad that you find this acceptable, Doctor. I did mean it when I said that I wanted to do this whole sponsorship thing right the first time. And other sponsors may argue that I'm being a bit too kind, but I believe in investing in the future of people who I see potential in, and I see potential in each of you.
You're very kind.
She makes a non-committal waving gesture.
Now about the 401k split.
Okay.
How much will you be
Shit.
matching?
Okay, you little shit.
I have a really good credit score. Does that help?
I don't think I'll live to retirement, but I still feel like I should build one just in case I can give it to Yelsey or something. I'm just
Get a life
saying.
insurance policy.
Very true, very true.
I think
She's
Cleo
like-
sells those.
Perhaps Rusalka and I
don't
can go over a 401k matching policy. And perhaps that is how she
Thank
can support you.
5%.
Is that a type of diamond?
No, dear, no.
Oh,
The
Sophia
doctor's
has
being
not had a big girl job yet.
The doctor is being quite facetious. He's being what-
No, I am very serious about this.
You need to invest in Yelsey's future.
401k is that a type of diamond?
That's a lot of carrots on a single diamond.
You fucking got me with that one, Emma. Holy shit.
That was
I'm
really
so
good.
glad.
Fuck, that was such a good joke. My god.
Thank you.
Oh.
I would like to again talk to Fab about not inventing 401, not inventing modern things.
I'm just investing in my OC's future.
Oh.
So he's provided.
Oh,
for.
you're investing in your OC's future while fucking up his entire life.
Yes. Anyways, we can gloss over any of that talk. Doug talks way too long about shit you don't understand. Half the table doesn't understand.
I will say Cleo meets each of his objections. Satisfactory.
Okay. Excellent. We have 2 weeks paid time off, everybody.
Only 2
per quarter. Per quarter.
That's
2
pretty
per
good.
quarter? Fuck,
She
hell
didn't
yeah.
define quarter though. Watch out.
They don't roll over. You gotta use them.
I mean, that's fair.
It's recommended you use them. But Cleo clears her throat. There is actually one more matter before I release you all to get your rooms. And she pulls out her Soulstone. Kane, could you bring him in? And she waits for a few moments.
Oh boy.
And eventually you see
Blue hair
the door.
and pronouns?
You see the door open and a very tall but very kind-looking purple-eyed drow woman in like high clerical attire steps in the room, sort of gives a very like professional bow, and steps in, and behind them is this well,
Little guy.
say,
Yes.
why don't you describe what cognition looks like?
Yeah, so you see a tiefling who's about 5'6". He's not very tall. With dark teal skin, dark hair, dressed impeccably and fussily, with these large round glasses. He walks in and he seems shy and excited at the same time.
So, Kane smiles and bows to each of you. Might I please be pleased to introduce a cognition mariner? He is a close family friend, and a veritably good healer, if not magically inclined, then medically.
Thank you
Doug's
so much. I
brows
appreciate
furrow.
it.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cognition.
An equal pleasure, I'm sure. Might I ask your names?
Oh, yes, of course. I'm Mistral Celestine. A pleasure.
Mistral, well met.
Of course, my name is Sophia. It's very nice to meet you.
Sophia. Lovely name, Sophia.
Yelsey, and Yelsey sticks out a hand to shake.
He'll shake it.
It's a very powerful shake.
Oh yeah, he.
There's lots of up and down movement.
Oh well, pleased to make your acquaintance as well. He
A
sort of straightens his
pleasure.
vest.
She does a Yelsey approximation of a curtsy.
Aw.
Okay.
Aww.
Maybe she learned it from Rusa. I don't know.
Maybe. I can see that.
She looks at Doug, introduce yourself. And Doug's like frowning.
Huh?
Dr. Douglas Worm.
A doctor. So it seems we have similar inclinations. So perhaps we could pick each
I
other's
wouldn't
brains,
be too sure.
as it were.
Yes, I would be fascinated to. Perhaps we should get this business settled first, but absolutely.
Of course.
So should we describe what we look like, or do you know what our characters look like, say?
I do not know what your characters look like. I've seen a picture of Doug and I've seen a picture of Sophie.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Go ahead, guys. What does cognition say?
Mistral is only a slightly bit taller than you. It's around like 5'8".
Okay.
As opposed to your dark teal blue skin, he's a very light sky blue skin.
Be the Blue Man Group.
We're the Blue Man Group, guys. we solved it.
Never mind.
Oh,
I'm leaving.
Very light sky blue skin. Eyes are like a piercing azure, and his hair is like silvery white. It's currently sort of tied up into a tight bun on the top, like back of his head, but some of the hairs and like flyaways kind of wisp out and almost like hang in the air a little bit as if they're weightless.
okay.
And he's got like two little bits in the front that kind of come and curl down and frame his face a little bit.
Nice. What race is he?
He's an air genasi.
Ooh, okay. That's cool.
Which you have not seen before.
Yes, genasi are very
I have
rare
not.
in this world, in this version of the world. He's also as you're looking at his face, covered in scars. He's got like very notably one long scar across the bridge of his nose that goes under each eye, one like on the right like jaw area, and the clothes he wears are very like patched together, like very clearly like handmade, with furs
Oh.
and cloths and like really pretty like patterns embroidered and sewn in. And he's got like very many
Okay.
layers of like cloth and furs and armor.
Cool.
And he's also got this giant fucking like bow staff that is currently unstrung, and a quiver at his side, a little like band over his forehead.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't like finished any concrete art of him, but I have a I have a slightly horny art of him that like shows off all
Yeah.
the scars. that I
Show
can
the
share.
vagina bones.
Alright. We can definitely discuss more in-depth character design later, but we are approaching 11 o'clock and we still do have the Rusalka exit scene. So,
Okay.
Douglas, why don't you go next?
Doug is a 6'4" tiefling. He has golden horns that resemble kind of a crown of leaves with like points at the last one that goes up. He is tan skinned because I was going to Gabe. I am boring at tieflings. His tail is white on the top and brown on the bottom. It has his large plates and the tip appears to be cut off essentially. That he usually has like a bandage on it or something. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
His hair is white that kind of fades into a brown. I think his eyes are like pink, I forget.
Okay.
And they're like normal, they don't have the black slayer or anything. And what was I forgetting? He's wearing dark green robes, a scarf. I'm not gonna describe my weird outfit, just understand he's wearing robes.
Okay.
He has a beard. He
Okay.
looks to be he looks to be a pretty good 40 despite the shit he's been through.
40. Okay.
Yes. It's me. I RP the 40-year-old man, everybody, sorry.
But
Well, I
It's
guess I forgot to
my gimmick.
there's no way that Doug and Elune are the same age. What the heck?
Doug is older
funny.
than Elune,
Okay, good.
but Elune's a half elf, so he
That's
Yeah.
fair.
looks younger.
I guess I forgot to mention the age and what the tail looks like. So Cog is like late 20s, and his tail is like a long blue silky like cat's tail.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little bump and arty stuff. So it
Oh,
shows
bet.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he the party grandpa?
Might as well be.
Oh, we got a silver
Um,
fox over here.
He's a
And,
silver fox.
uh,
Sorry.
Mistral is in the art chat.
Oh, I can
Not
put
the
an
art chat, God,
stuff.
the
Very good. Thank
call
you.
chat. There we go.
I have not yet drawn a Mistral that I'm happy with. So like one of them is like his accurate body size, but not the clothes or face, and one of them's like the face I like, but his body's he's too buff.
Okay. All right.
But I'm
Get
working
it
on one that's like more
eventually.
accurate.
That. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Hmm.
That. I love how you always draw them naked, Riley. It's very good.
Thank you. It's my
Riley
greatest joy in
trademark.
life.
It's very
Riley's
bisexual of
body
you.
detail is so
Wink.
nice.
It's true.
Thank you.
On those ribs, that's really nice.
Thanks.
Hmm.
Anywho.
Sophia, why don't you go next?
You see Sophia. Oh, I forgot how tall she is. Hold on, give me a second. I have it here. Oh, never mind. I don't have it there. She's like, she's not 6 foot. She's like 5'8", 5'9".
Okay.
You see this dark skinned woman. She looks pretty young. She's got this big smile on her face. She's got these wonderfully strange eyes. They're golden amber with a cross instead of a pupil. Um,
Okay.
she
Very
has
Catholic of
this steel gray hair in dreads. You can see it's a little faded now, but you can see like still like the actually probably not that faded since they did just go through a fire dungeon. Like the edges
Yep.
of the tips of some of her dreads are like burned. There's so like there's like black tips on some of them.
Okay.
She's wearing this heavy leather apron, these heavy leather gloves. She's got this thick, almost like navy blue woolen scarf. It looks like on her.
Okay.
You can see on her side is this huge hammer. She is incredibly buff. Not probably not the buffest person you've ever seen, but in this party,
That would be very buff.
there's only one person buffer than her.
Okay.
Ninja's working muscles.
She
Dug in its
is
brain.
very well built. You can see she's wearing this heavy chainmail armor as well. Uh, her eyes are like looking at you and like examining you. She's got like these very like this very inquisitive energy to her as she's
Okay.
like checking you out.
Is it friendly inquisitive or like
Yes,
aggressive?
very friendly inquisitive. Like I am
Okay.
curious about this new person.
Okay.
And she's also like, does Cog have any like either armor or like trinkets on?
Um. Well, I don't think he has armor on since
Mhm.
he knew he was gonna be meeting you guys, but has he definitely has this fob watch that he displays very proudly over his vest, and uh I don't know. I think he's got some pretty ornate buttons on his clothing, and that's about it.
Okay, she's definitely checking that watch out. Um,
Okay.
you can see like her eyes sort of linger on it and like are like there's like an intensity as she's looking at the watch.
Oh, okay.
Not like a suspicious or a bad intensity. She's like really looking at it.
Okay.
But she's got a smile on her face the whole time.
All right.
She's very kind. She's very happy to see you. She also has this like slight glow about her.
Okay.
She looks human, but like this like very like hard to see halo around her betrays
Ooh.
her celestial origin. She is an Asmer.
Okay.
An
Okay. Very
ASMR.
cool.
We will let
ASMR.
Yeah. We will let Yelsey be described by Cow when Cow is back. So the last person
would
to
say-
be described.
Yeah, Yelsey, this is what Yelsey looks like. That's not. She doesn't have her like all 6 arms out at once. She usually looks like a normal girl.
Okay.
I
Whoa.
think she has one drawing of her wearing like a dark red turtleneck. I'm not actually sure entirely what her outfit situation is. This cow hasn't done finished art yet, so.
Okay.
The last person to be described will be
Yeah. Rusa is 5 foot nothing. and very soft. She's like all curves. Two spheres stacked atop each other is her body type.
Okay. Hell yeah. What's her
Corseted
name again?
waist, very. Hmm?
What is her name
Oh,
again?
sorry. Rusalka.
Bruce. Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yes. Um, Big mane of curly, wavy red hair. Um, Very like Victorian clothing, I would say, in
Okay,
a very general, like non-historically accurate sense. Um,
sure.
Big flowy swishy skirt and like the sort of like I don't know how like the corseted bodice, that like
Hmm.
yeah. And so just very kind of like looking like the little tavern keeper that she is.
Okay, that's awesome. What race is she?
She is a did I make her a dwarf? I think I did. I
Uh,
can't remember actually.
uh,
No, she's a human in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, she's just short, but she's
She would
human.
make such a good dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
She's a short stack, is what we're saying.
she is. She's a
Okay,
short
I'm
stack.
imagining a more voluptuous Merida at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe,
Yeah.
A
honestly.
shorter, voluptuous
Okay.
Merida.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
um, uh, as you all sort of exchange your pleasantries, Cleo does sort of make eye contact with Kane, who smiles, nods, and bids bids a quiet farewell to everyone. It's actually not surprising if none of you actually like hear it, but she walked out of the room.
Hmm.
Cleo clears her throat and just like, well, as you might expect, Cognition is a family friend of the Frivals, and he is very much vetted for experience, and I think his skill set will suit your group quite well. Uh,
Thank you. You're too kind.
uh, and I think he could do quite well with some field experience. Uh, he's tested in other ways, but he, I guarantee, will not be a burden upon any of you.
He nods
Uh,
enthusiastically about 100 times.
Hmm. Cognition, are you new to the adventuring life then? How else have you been tested?
Well, the DM and I have not spoken about this yet.
Oh, I see. Apologies for asking.
um,
We stare up at the ceiling directly at the DM.
shut up, Douglas Worm.
No,
I
I'm the
could make something
DW.
up if you wanted. I just don't know a lot about your world.
Yeah, we can speak
Well, there are
either
bodegas.
tomorrow and
Um, I
we
will
can
say I
speak at
have
length.
some practical experience, but nothing nothing as pressing or urgent as what I hear that you all go through as adventurers.
I see. Well, even if you're able to patch up wounds or practice medicine, like it seems you can, that is
Yes.
uh, more than enough. I think a skill well needed. I believe.
Uh,
Ah, thank you.
perhaps the five of you can get to know each other more as tonight in over maybe a round of drinks to build that camaraderie, that communication that I was telling you all about.
Yes, that
Uh,
would be lovely.
Usalka, I think if you don't mind, I think we should retire early. Speak about things.
Yes, of course.
Um, Rusalka, before you go,
Yeah.
And Mistral will sort of take both your hands into his.
It's been excellent spending time with you. I know that it has been perhaps not a totally positive experience, but I am grateful for you joining us on what we have done so far. Don't let your fear of what you can do, what you are, don't let that control you. Let it move through you. You are its master, not it to you. You understand?
She nods, squeezes his hands.
I'm so very proud of you. And I will miss you. But I know that you are going to be doing wonderful things. But I will miss you all the same. Here. And he lets go of your hands, and there's now something in your hands. And it's a small origami with this like bright red, very like elegant paper that seems to have had some kind of like gold filigree or like inlay, kind of like someone's like very fancy parchment paper that's been made. That's like a red pressed sort of something. It kind of matches the color of your hair. And it's folded into the shape of a frog. And it's got a little bit of Mistral, like a strand of Mistral's hair sort of tied around the center into a bow over the top.
Hmm.
My little tadpole. A frog you shall mature into. You're already on your way there.
She leans up and gives him a little kiss on the cheek.
Hmm. Okay.
Thank you for everything. And this is not goodbye.
Of course not. Not if I have anything to say about it. Winds of Fate have a funny way of bringing people back together, and well, I'm always pushed along by that wind. It will carry me back to you, and you back to me.
Yes, it will.
Leo leans down to Sophia. You're gonna have to watch this one. He's very unintentionally charming.
I know.
Mistral has Riz.
Mitchell's got Riz oozing out of all of his pores.
Got that
All of his
accidental
vagina
riz.
bones.
That's what it is.
Is it the Tism Riz?
It's the 7 vagina bones, Riz.
They're like
Oh
He's
my
very
God.
sincere and very sincere.
I believe they call it the autistic riz.
Yes.
The Tism Riz.
EC has that.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
He does have that.
It's a ranger thing.
You're right.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Must be.
absolutely.
With that goodbye said, Cleo does stand up, offer out her hand to Risaka.
Take it.
And they will go and rent a suite in the inn. And since we are at 11:06 and I do want to finish this up,
Mhm.
I will just put you all in sort of like this sort of drinking scenario, either at a bar or at a booth.
Sure.
Sort of
Yeah.
exchanging pleasantries with Cog.
We immediately go cognition, fuck, marry, kill. No.
When
He explodes from the sheer social anxiety.
That does sound
Oh,
about right.
no.
Yeah.
But I think a few of you, by a few of you I mean Sophia and Mistral, you get a prickling in the back of your neck.
Mm.
Oh?
Like
Lock eyes.
You feel that?
and you guys can see all of you guys can see the lights of the stars and everything sort of flicker, like not just like the lights in the tavern, like it goes like pitch black a couple of times.
It's like if the
Oh,
whole world blinked.
yeah, the whole
Arcana
world
check.
blinked.
Wow.
Go ahead, make an Arcana check.
Okay, let me find my sheet. I haven't rolled all session. Uh, Hold on, is it prompting me? Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Um, it is not anything that you know, but you get a little tickle in your head. It's like, oh boy, you might want to take 5 steps to your left.
Ooh.
Oh,
Um, uh, that's happening at the same time. Sophia or Mistral, as you sort of get this feeling, do either of you go outside
Yeah.
to see what's happening?
If we sense it from coming outside, yeah, for sure.
I will stand
Um,
up from wherever we're sitting and like in a single fluid motion, like press down my bow staff, string up the string, and then I have my bow ready, and I'm already like drawing an arrow from a quiver as I run outside.
yeah.
Just in case.
I'll lean down and like whisper to Yelsey, um, and let her know to keep Cog and Doug safe, as I also go and follow Mr. outside.
right.
I'm just gonna go outside. Like, there's something. We need to keep an eye out. Well, no, maybe he
This
doesn't
is so
follow you
exciting.
outside. Maybe I think he's trying to cover. Maybe he'd go upstairs because it's like, where the fuck else are we not looking? 'Cause
True.
yeah.
All right. So, Rusalka and Mistral, as you go outside, into
Sophia?
the starlit Sophia and Mistral, sorry, go outside. It is like, uh, at one point there is the canvas of the starry lit night sky, and then it's as if this mass of photo negative energy is streaking right down towards you guys.
Mm.
And I think you guys maybe have half a second to realize, oh shit, that's coming right down on the end before there is an like you guys are sent flying. As this this celestial body, this dark star
Oh
hits
no.
the end.
Mm,
Douglas,
Angel Fall Abbey.
Yelsey, and Cog, you're sort of all sort of thrown against the nearest wall, sort of uh, like the wind is knocked out of you. Sophia and Mistral, you're sort of thrown a couple sort of I'd say like 10 or 15 feet away from the impact inn, and as you're sort of gathering your senses, the inn is it's in shambles. There's a few sort of still standing bits, but there's just a crater in the middle of Whitefall at the current moment.
Mm.
I immediately start looking around to see if anybody's injured.
Uh, Cognition, it is a nightmare. Like the people you do, like you don't see people, you see remains.
Oh.
Ooh.
Uh, but I think from all of your vantage points, you all see deep in the crater. Suddenly, it is not as if all the light has been absorbed. There is a bright white light, and then another one. Rusalka.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah, she's magic absorbing.
You and Cleo were getting ready to bed down for the evening. There's 2 beds in there. Don't worry. Um, but anyways,
Weird to bring that up now, but okay.
one bed is to hold the bags.
at there's one point in time where I think Cleo's like brushing through your hair and sort of just going over some basic like clergy stuff, and then you feel your body pulse.
Oh.
You feel the cracks go up your skin, and you can even see in sort of like this armoire, like Cleo like notice like one of her eyes just like goes fully dragged. She like senses something, uh, and she just in that moment, uh, right before the meteor, this dark star makes impact, she tries to. It's as if she gets like a premonition, and she like grabs you with like one arm and like starts to back up, before the meteor hits your room,
Mm,
like
Ooh.
direct impact into your room. You
That's
fuck.
bad luck.
like you feel pain, you feel yourself breaking, but you don't. You do not break. Uh,
Ooh.
you wake up in a crater, and you feel something clutching you. And then it's as if it finally realizes it's no longer attached. Cleo's right arm falls off,
Oh
Oh my
my God.
god.
and you don't even have time to process this, Rusalka. As the next moment, your brain is just assaulted by something as soft as a mouse's squeak whisper, but it is resounding loud as thunder right on top of you. These dark, dark whispers. As you sort of clench your head, you look around. You see the wreckage around you, Rusalka, and you open your mouth. You try to let out a scream. Nothing comes out but black bile from your mouth as you throw up.
Oh, it's the thing in you already.
As you look around, you can see it, Cleo without that arm is sort of like she's not dead. She's like trying to recuperate. Like all of her scales are out. She's like looking at you. Uh, she doesn't even notice that she doesn't have an arm at the current moment. She like reaches her free arm out to you, and suddenly, Rusaka, everything's black as you just hear a gentle whisper in your ear. Fragments of a broken world. Come to me. Come to Granny.
This bitch.
Come to the dark star.
I know who this bitch is.
Uh, and you are whisked away
Oh no.
somewhere dark,
Oh.
far, in a place that you do not know where you are. Uh,
Can I do something somehow, like literally in the
what
milliseconds before like I feel myself being slipped away? Can Rusa
would you
like
like to try?
hair what's up?
What would you like to try?
I would like to try to rip off my necklace, the green like Adderstone necklace, and just throw it so that it's like it doesn't come with me. So that like
Oh.
somebody knows that there's something left behind still.
Oh.
Um, I'll say yes. I'll allow you to throw that out. Um, because as you throw it, like Cleo's like trying to like run to you to get to you. And you throw out the necklace. She like grabs for you, but in the next moment after you throw the necklace, you're gone, and she grabs the necklace. Uh, and you're gone.
Yeah.
The rest of you see that blinding white light flare up so brightly. It reminds you of all the times that Rusalka's, overloaded near you, and then it is gone, subsumed by this darkness. And in the shock of the moments later, you just hear like heavy sobbing. Cleo's heavy sobbing. As she just like lets out this cry of grief. And as each of you, I'm sure at some point come to the edge of the crater, you can see Cleo there, just sort of bleeding freely from her dismembered arm.
We're gonna
clutching
patch that
its
up
necklace.
immediately.
Yep.
Screaming at the sky, bring her back. Don't you take her, bring her back. And it's 11:18 at night, or else I would probably scream with like the primal frustration she has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna.
Cool. Welcome to the party, Cog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having a good
Quite
time.
welcome.
I had to go out with a bang.
Apparently.
So
Here's
The
your gold
drama
party.
queen.
Get her back.
yeah, did I? So
We
Mike, this is Kato's warlock patron, right?
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, Kato.
Mm-hmm. Rani is was Kato's warlock patron.
Wow. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So you can hang out with Kato.
Yeah.
Marissa will be fine.
She'll be fine. It'll be great.
But
It's all
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Also,
Oh.
I can't help but think, like, I'm just replaying the scene in my head over and over again of Doug being like, "Are you gonna protect her?" and Cleo being like, "Literally nothing
God,
can get through
dude.
me to hurt her." And then
Oh, this is not going to go well for Doug.
And then immediate.
Doug's
I mean,
about
all
to
of us
make
are
a
gonna be-
very fucking stupid decision.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Yeah,
gracious.
next session's gonna be a doozy. I feel bad for Cog. He's not gonna see any of us at our best.
Probably not. Kyle
Doug's
doesn't
gonna be
have
like,
his tools either because
Doug's
I
gonna be like,
specified that he
fucking
didn't.
Oh, he doesn't have his tools with him. Right.
No.
Good. You didn't need those. You didn't need those.
somebody's gonna be like, Doug, you're a doctor. Can you fix Cleo's arm? And he's gonna be like, oh, actually, I'm a general health practitioner. I'm not a surgeon.
Oh my god. Well,
I can
Cosmo,
like prescribe you
maybe.
Adderall, but I can't.
Do you want ibuprofen? I have that.
In my head, I ran through so many scenarios, because, I had originally intended for this to start off at the beginning, but then I was like, we'll give them a nice.
Yeah, that was well. Thank you, Michael.
Thanks for letting us say goodbye,
course.
Mike.
Yeah.
We'll give them a
It
nice
sucks
session.
he didn't say goodbye,
before-
but he's just like, nothing's gonna happen to Risa. I'll just write her a letter or something.
Very kind.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
big deal.
I'm too stoic to get mushy with her.
Of course.
Fucking asshole.
But yeah, Emma came to me and was like, I want to make this hurt. I was like, okay.
Oh damn.
Done.
I was
Say no
like,
more,
are you
Rusty.
sure? She was like, yes, I want this to
Okay.
be painful.
Well, that is fun.
Hey.
Hey, Say. So this is my partner Emma. I know you guys haven't met yet, but she likes to hurt
Yeah, we
me.
haven't met yet. Okay. This explains a few things. No.
What does it explain? Say. Elaborate.
Wouldn't you like to know whether
We know so many
I
things
would.
now, Riley.
Also, Mistral is a weather boy.
I can't.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't wait for next week to fucking have Sophia just sobbing as she's casting Cure Wounds on Cleo's
Oh my
arm.
god.
Tears just streaming down her face.
Also,
I might be
Emma,
able to fix that.
Emma and I also agreed that would be really cool for Cleo to lose an arm trying to protect Rusalka so she could have a
Pretty
cool
cool.
prosthetic.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'm
Michael,
always
can I
championing
help build
cool
her a
prosthetic.
cool prosthetic arm?
She, you can. I don't know if she thinks she's worthy because she failed in the one thing she said she could do.
Bitch, you need an arm. Get over yourself.
Listen, I don't know. Is this a demon lord?
No, this is much.
Hey
worse.
man, you did
Yeah,
not.
she
listen,
never.
Cleo said
She,
nothing.
she didn't specify about whatever the fuck this was. Okay.
This
The
is
terms of the
Dread-
contract were clear.
This is a dread god.
Yeah,
Dread
that's
God
from
something
yeah.
different.
Cleo said nothing about Darkstar Dread Gods, and so I think she's in the clear.
She is in
Loophole.
I'm gonna fucking sue.
I'm gonna
I
sue
did,
this.
I did specifically say Pit Fiend, Demon Lord, or something else.
Yeah.
I chose my words carefully there.
I could tell when you were saying it, Mike. I'm like, oh, okay. I see where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hey Mike, I'm gonna ask. So do we level up?
Mistral levels down now, actually.
Yeah, that's yeah. It's a downward spiral from here.
What do you think, Emma? You're not my narrative partner in crime.
Oh.
I think they deserve it.
All right, you guys can level up to level 7.
For the emotional turmoil. Hell yeah.
Thanks for the level.
Am I now 7 as well?
Yes, you're level 7 as well. We need.
Hell yeah.
Guys, did we roll for stats or did we do point by?
Neither. You gave us god stats,
Oh, I gave you god stats.
right?
That sounds like me.
Yeah, 18s across the board.
18, 18, 18, 16, 10, 8.
I have 16, 6, 18, 16, 22, 14.
22?
I have more.
I do have a 22, yes.
Yeah.
How?
You guys
Because-
no longer have.
Because I have a
22.
6.
Oh, that was for the dungeon.
Oh, right. That was for the dungeon. Oh, am I back down to 20, Michael?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for reminding me.
Right, that was the heroic trial reward. You got a +2 bonus.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, you're right.
Is that still on my character sheet? Do I need to get rid of that?
It might be.
It's not.
Okay.
Did y'all do point by when you created your...
No, I apparently gave them god stats.
Yeah. Is there
think
anywhere
you
in
gave
the
us this-
character?
Huh?
Is there
Go
anything
ahead,
in the
Rylan,
character
sorry.
creation guide that like says how we made our
I
how we?
thought it was point by, and then like Mike adjusted it.
I don't know, man. I have three 18s and a
Yeah,
16.
that's also true. I have because my stats are 16, 6, 18, 16, 20, 14.
Yeah, I think Mike gave us like an array to choose from, and then it sounds like you took a -2 to a stat to get a +2 to a stat, right?
Yeah.
Because I have an 8 and an 18, but you have a 6 and a 20.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a big fan of making all of my characters with a big weakness.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think it makes.
Hey, Mike, can I retroactively put a 6 in one of my scores to bump an 18 to a 20?
For the emotional damage, I just put you through. Sure.
Let's go. I have 6 charisma now, guys.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
Oh boy.
So.
I just lost Riz when I lost Rusa.
That's very funny.
Aw.
put your I mean, I think
Oh, let's go, baby.
copy get with one of these other people, copy their stats, just don't add any like racial bonuses on top of it, because I'm sure
That'd be great.
Yeah, these our stats are with
you
racial bonuses included. Yeah,
might want to like copy Douglas's stats.
tiefling.
Yeah, that tracks.
Oh,
Oh yeah, actually. What do I have?
Oh
Hey,
my
a
god,
bonus.
I get level 4 spells?
Yeah.
Guys, do I take?
Banishment.
I haven't thought about this whatsoever. Do I go more rogue or do I go more ranger?
That's a great question.
Because I'm equally split.
Let me figure out my. I don't know what bonuses I applied to what. Other than I think I definitely did a +2 to my intelligence because wizard.
I think that tracks,
What
yeah.
stat? What class are you? Say, by the way.
I am not a traditional class.
Are you doing the medic? Battle medic?
I'm doing I haven't spoken to Mike about this yet, but I think I want to do a homebrew class called.
I okay
Oh,
that.
I gotta get rid of that 22.
I
I
gave you
think that's from the
a
dungeon.
different link.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's a
Well,
different one that I like better. But
I
it's a
mean,
finishing
I
class.
gave you the okay. I gave you the seems dope at 9:50 today.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. You gave what?
I gave you the seems dope at 9:50 p.m.
Okay. I
You
must
gotta
have
seems
missed
dope,
that.
say. Take it.
I gotta see it's dope.
Um,
Hell yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'll be a analyst physician.
oh God.
Oh, physician. That's what it was called.
Physician.
But yes, guys, this is Emma's last session for a while.
Now she's
I
dead.
I
Now I'm
hope
dead.
she's
Okay,
not dead.
bye. Rip, I guess.
Um, uh, if anything, she's still probably somewhat centric to the route that you guys take in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, with potential to come back should she want to.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit more traumatized because I think wherever she ends up, she also has Cleo's disembodied arm there.
Oh my
But no
God!
hands.
Wait, so her arm is gone? We can't reattach it. Oh no.
Correct.
Mm-mm.
Oh no. Do you
I
think she
also
keeps
tried
it?
to not make that too explicit, but
Okay. Boy.
Oh, great HP
I guess I
roll.
can't fix that.
I'm very happy with that HP roll, yeah.
I lucked out. I got a max roll. Can't believe it.
I got a 5 out of 6.
That's pretty good too for a wizard. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah!
but yeah. Also, Emma, I may come to you with like story beats to make them help make rub salt in the wound and make them more sad now.
Okay. Of course.
I'm always down to help you create a house of angst.
Uh, I'm just thankful that I got to run for you a little bit, and I hope to do so in the future.
Yeah. I really hope
Uh,
I'm able to join again once, if schedules line up better.
I was talking to these people yesterday, but I think in December, unless I have explicit appointments during the day, my December and January's, or my end of November and December, are gonna be free out during a lot of the day.
Hmm.
So I might throw together some uh, daytime one shots.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
My one regret about this game is that Rusako probably will meet Flare for a while and can't be adopted by him.
Damn.
No, that's okay. We still
No.
have it in our hearts.
Because you don't know, Rusa is, even though she is a little short stack, Flare would not flirt with her. He would adopt her.
Oh, very good. That's precious.
Mike, I have a very important question for you.
What's up?
In terms of feats and stuff, how do you feel about racial prerequisites?
I'm wary about why you're asking that.
Because I think elven accuracy would go hard, and Mistral is an elf, like a half elf outside of the Genasi-ness of it.
3 rolls, huh?
I'm going for listen, I'm building. I'm cooking.
Well, sure.
Okay.
Just because of the nature of Genasi.
Yeah, because I do imagine that before he like Genasified in puberty, he would have just been a normal half elf.
More like Genyasified.
Genias, yeah, he did get
Actually,
that
never
handsome
mind.
Squidward face.
Never mind, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yes, I may regret it later, but I also will not regret it later because I don't care. Make yourselves as strong as possible because
We need
now,
it after what happened.
Strong as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have any items or like starting
Rod of the
gold? I
Pack
guess I can
Keeper?
talk about.
Yeah.